Hey, what's up? Joe in Vegas here. I know normally I do concert reviews, but I think I did one in the past where I've always said I want to I named the channel Vegas Reviews because I want to do a little bit more than concerts. I just have been lazy, to be honest with you, but I want to start reviewing some restaurants. One of the perks of this town, for sure, for me, is the entertainment, but it's also the restaurants. The restaurants on the strip, the surprising restaurants off the strip, and I think basically I'm going to start when I stumble on a restaurant um, that I haven't been to that really blew me away. I think I'm going to start doing reviews and somewhere in there sprinkle the ones that I love best on the strip and off the strip. So had some family in town. We went last night to a place at Red Rock Casino. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. It's Fiorella. Osteria Fiorella. It's an Italian place at Red Rock. I know that specific spot has changed hands over time, especially with COVID. I think I forgot what it was called before. Then it was, I think, one place, and then it switched to another place, and I think it might have gone back to that name. I'm not exactly sure, but the name doesn't matter as long as the experience and the food is great. And let me tell you something, I was blown away. We were all blown away by this meal. I felt almost compelled to do a quick review. So before I get into the food, I think not just as important, but almost as important in the food. There's two things that go along with it. Number one is the ambiance, and number two is the wait staff. Ambiance, fantastic, really classy. One of the beauties of being in Vegas, and it just kind of comes with the territory, especially when it's this hot. I think it was 108 or 109 yesterday. It could be a nice restaurant, but it's kind of casual. There are people there all dressed up, looking great, and there's people there in shorts and flip flops that are guests in the hotel, and it kind of works. Nobody kind of bats an eye. It's not as stuck up, and it's also a product of being off the strip at Red Rock, which is known for locals. But there's not enough of that it's a turnoff. Most people are dressed nice. Most people are there. The place is beautiful. It's very elegant but casual. Um, Everybody there was great. The reservations were on time. We didn't have to wait at all. They took us right to our seat. Everything in that regard was great. There's an indoor and outdoor area. Clearly, I don't know what kind of fucking psychopaths want to sit outside in 108 degrees, but I guess if you want that Vegas summer experience, then go for it. We obviously sat inside. It wasn't even much of a question. But the ambiance inside and outside is fantastic. It's a beautiful place. Red Rock Casino, in case you don't know what it is, it's probably the heart of It is the heart of Summerlin. It was there before they had downtown Summerlin in the ballpark, and everything kind of built around it. It's considered, the spot really for Summerlin locals to gamble, to go to movies, to go to restaurants and stuff like that. So they have about 6 or 7 restaurants and food courts and stuff like that. But they're nice. They have everything from steakhouses to casual diners. So this is their Italian place, and it was fantastic. Next, quickly, is going to the wait staff. I got to tell you, that was some of the best service I think I've ever had. The waitress was incredible. She was delightful. She was helpful. She was very helpful with the wines when we were trying to pair what goes with what. She brought out a couple samples, gave us, tasted it, gave us a taste test, and was very informative and everything like that. She was very helpful. She also helped with the food. There was one of the pasta orders. One of the people I was with wanted it. She wanted to taste it. She kind of wanted a pasta dish as an appetizer, and what she did, which wasn't on the menu, is what she offered her a half serving, which was very nice and accommodating, and didn't charge her for a full big pasta plate she just wanted. So that was cool. The busboy was incredible. I don't think I've ever had such a nice busboy. He was telling us jokes. He was very accommodating without being overbearing. They gave us our space, but somehow, and that's a fine thing to juggle there, to give a party their space to be left alone and not bugging them every 2 minutes, but at the same time making sure if we wanted anything, the bread, the waters, whatever you want, whatever, make you feel very comfortable. Fantastic wait staff. Really, really. Even the hostesses, when we walked in, very friendly. There were 3 of them. They were just 10 out of 10 on the service standpoint. So if anybody from the restaurant ever listens to this, management staff, you've done a very good job. Whatever crew you have now, maybe we got lucky, maybe we got the best of the best, but everybody there seemed pretty happy. But we were exceptionally happy. It is an Italian restaurant. Getting into the food of what we ordered, I can't speak details of what the other people in my party ordered, but Everybody was blown out of the gate on what they ordered. Thought it was just fantastic food, start to finish. The bread, every Italian restaurant has bread. The bread was fantastic, fresh, delicious bread. Very dangerous stuff, as everybody knows. You don't want to fill up on bread, but sometimes you can't help us. You can't help it. You just keep ordering the bread. We try to retain ourselves. Well, two of us split a Caesar salad. I got to tell you, I think that's the best Caesar salad I've ever had in my life, and the other person agreed too. I don't know what it is. I don't know what Caesar salad is so basic. Like, yes, you can have a good one, you can have an okay one, but it's basically 3 or 4 ingredients. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the freshness. There was something to the croutons too. Best Caesar salad I have ever had in my life, and I've had a lot of Caesar salad. The other person had a half portion of the how do you pronounce this? You're gonna kill me if I get this wrong. It's the tonarelli cacio e pepe. I think that's how you pronounce it. The pasta dish. They gave her a half serving for her appetizer. She said it was fantastic. We got to the main meal. I got the margarita pizza, which was one of the best pizza I ever had, but it was a top-notch pizza. Very, very well made. Very, very good. Very, very fresh. Another party had that same cacio e pepe as their full dish that they said was incredible, and the other party had the branzino fish that they said was incredible as well. We were all, it's a good meal when the topic of, dude, this really good for you? This is really good. Everybody felt that at the table. They're visiting from LA. They go out to eat all the time. To have a local Summerlin restaurant compete with some of the finer restaurants in LA is a nice salute to any restaurant out here off the strip. Everyone thinks the fine dining is on the strip, but there's actually some pretty good dining off the strip. So, all in all, the dessert, we got some strawberry dessert. I don't know what it's called. It was the strawberry one. I didn't have it, but they said it was fantastic. Everything start to finish was fantastic. And when you add them all together, you had the ambiance, you had the wait staff, you had the fantastic food. All in all, it was a great experience. This has probably now become one of my favorite restaurants in Vegas. I am going to go back to it as much as I can, and that says something. There's a lot of selections here, so when you pick one that you really like, thought it was fantastic. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9.8. This is one of the best dining experiences I've had in Vegas, and I eat all over the strip and I eat everywhere. I don't know, something just clicked on every level. So I felt compelled to make this review. If it helps you at all, if you're staying at Red Rock or you're staying at Summerlin and you find this review because you're looking for somewhere to eat, highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. Make reservations early because I can tell you now, Vegas is packed. Very hard to get reservations anywhere at last minute. So make your reservations. Go there. Price-wise, listen, for a nice Italian, it's right in line. It's nothing crazy. It's right in line with what you would expect. There are expensive dishes and there's cheap dishes, and you can pick. I think the fish was $40-something, and a pizza is $18. So, and there's everything in between there. I think pasta dishes are $20-25. So, right in line with what you would expect to pay for a higher end Italian restaurant. And that's it. Thanks for listening. Hopefully I'll get to do some more restaurant reviews. I won't be as lazy. I hope this helps someone out there. And if it does, if you've been there and you like it, leave comments, subscribe, tell everybody else your experience. If you had a bad experience there, let us know. We want to know too. I want to keep this open. All right. Thanks for listening. I'll see you at the next show or restaurant. Bye-bye.